Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. You're very welcome to the programme, and we're continuing here in St Andrews. And where we are now is we're at the ruins of St Andrews Cathedral. As you can see, absolutely fantastic. You can see the towers there, and you can get into one of those towers, but that one there, but it's closed now, unfortunately. But still great to be able to get into the grounds. And I'd like to thank the lady at the castle if she's watching, because she phoned the monastery here and told them that I was coming, not to lock the gates, because they were just about to lock the gates. So a big thumbs up to the castle in St Andrews. Thank you very much for that. So absolutely fantastic, isn't it? This cathedral was built in 1158, and it fell into disuse and ruin after the Catholic Mass was outlawed during the 16th century Protestant Reformation in Scotland. And in June 1559, during the Reformation, a Protestant mob ransacked the cathedral, and the interior of the building was destroyed. So, still great to have what we do have. You're looking at the past here, and this is a well. Now I'm going to show you a grave as well here, and that's of the Reverend Samuel Rutherford. And of course he was a Scottish Presbyterian minister, well-known Scottish Presbyterian minister. Fantastic, isn't it? That's a wee bit like a bowling green. So it is. If George Lund's watching, you could get the bowlers out of your wee hall, George, down here, and have a wee game of bowls with them. Fantastic, isn't it? Now, the Reverend Samuel Rutherford was born about 1600 in the parish of Nesbitt in Scotland. And as I say, he was a Scottish Presbyterian minister. And it was said of Rutherford that he was always praying, always preaching, always writing, and always studying. So he was a great man of God, there's no doubt about it, whom the Lord used through his writings. Now you can see the heyday there, a religious powerhouse it says. You can pause that if you want to read that. That's King James V there, 1533. There's some of the crypts. Fantastic, isn't it? That one's laid out the shape of a coffin. So are those. It says here, chapter house. This was the main meeting room of the canons as the governing body of the cathedral priory. Important officers of the priory might be buried here, and some of their stone coffins are now exposed. So there you are. That's amazing, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. Now, Rutherford's letters are well known, and it was said that his writing desk was perhaps the most effective and widely resounding pulpit then in old Christendom. So he certainly was a busy man with the pen, and as someone said, the pen is mightier than the sword. Charles Haddon Spurgeon, who's known as the Prince of Preachers, of course he's not, Jesus is the Prince of Preachers, but he got that name. Great preacher he was, Charles Spurgeon. But he described Rutherford's letters to be the nearest thing to inspiration which can be found in all the writings of mere men. So certainly he had a great respect for Rutherford, no doubt about it. Now you can see the tower there. And in 1650, Rutherford made a speech in Latin on the duty of kings before King Charles II, whenever His Majesty visited St Andrews. So Charles II has a connection here as well. And of course, the Reverend Samuel Rutherford died on the 29th of March 1661, and as I say, he's buried here in this graveyard, and this is the grave here. Fantastic, isn't it? You can see the SMR for Samuel Rutherford, and it says, "Here lieth the Reverend Samuel Rutherford," and some of this is old writing, so it's hard to make out. Something of, well, it's the University of St Andrews, who died on the 29th of March 1661. You can see that clear. Fantastic. So that's the grave of the man himself, the Reverend Samuel Rutherford. And you can see another tomb there. I don't know whose this is of or what age it is, but